in this house. There's some whores in this house.
We had to get calm. We had to get comfortable so we could shake that ass comfortably.
Look, I need a hard hit, I need a deep, I need a Henny drink, I need a smoke. Not a
Your Honor, I'm a freak. Handcuffs, leashes. Switch my wig, make him feel like he cheating.
Welcome to Late Breakfast. I'm Taurian B.
I'm First Class Regg.
What's up, everybody?
Hey.
What's up, everybody? How was y'all weekends? Everybody had a good weekend?
I'm great.
Yeah,
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Good? Okay, yeah. You know, we fight. We making it through, right? Corona summer.
yeah, man. I mean, new norm, right?
Yeah, man. New norm. We just gotta get used to it. Well, this Thursday night we got the highly anticipated Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion song WAP, and it stands for Wet Ass Pussy or Wet and Gushy, the edited version, and it has stirred up a lot of attention. It has been in the news cycle since Thursday night, and we are on Tuesday. Like, let that sink in. Beyonce dropped Black is King a week ago, and I haven't heard anyone talk about that project since.
Damn.
Right?
Beyonce getting old.
So, no, the queen never gets old. We're not going to say that about the queen.
Watch your mouth.
Nah, you need to relax.
Yeah. My takes
Numbers don't lie, baby.
I'm going to just give my early takes on it, and then we just going to start going. The video is very cool. It looks like it was a very expensive video. Sex sells, so obviously Cardi went for the gusto. This is her second project. She doesn't want to be in the sophomore slump. And this, as a lead single, is definitely going to probably make her sophomore album's first week numbers look crazy. The visuals are out of this world. Many celebrities have commented on it. Halle Berry, Viola Davis. Just those two names alone, like, just responding to it, right? There's a lot of controversy, obviously, because Kylie Jenner is in the video. That part I kind of don't get because it's Cardi's friend. Cardi wanted in the video. So it's like, what are we mad about? But, you know, there's a petition to get her removed from the video. Ruby Rose is in the video. And what are the other young ladies' names that are in the video, guys? Normani, and she gave a nice isolation twerk. I like that.
Kookie with the good kookie.
Rosalia.
And Lotto.
Yes, Mulatto.
Lotto.
And Mulatto, you know.
I appreciate the attempt, James.
The young spawn of Gucci Mane.
And the other girl, the Souk
Sukiana with the good cookie.
Suki.
Okay.
Sukiana with the good cookie.
Yes. So, you know, the video as it's playing behind me is a very beautiful, eye-catching video. It has, you know, Cardi and Megan in there. They're barely clothed. And it's just making people write think pieces on how the world's really going to end, because women like talking about how good their pussy is, and it's too much. CeeLo Green is upset. Some people in Congress are upset. They want to get it banned. So to me, it sounds like Cardi's doing her job, because if we follow history, any rappers that get this much attention and people in Congress start talking about they want to ban it and think pieces come out, they usually sell a lot of records and they're out of here. Luther Campbell, NWA, Tupac. So the list goes on and on. This is going to be a very polarizing thing, and I don't think it's going anywhere. Even though, like, we all grew up on Uncut, we all grew up on Akinelli. You know, there's plenty of rappers, especially male rappers, that we grew up on that made songs that we always, you know, had a great time listening to and bopping to. And then, you know, we have the queen, Little Kim. You know, she walked so Cardi could run. Well, no, she walked so Nicki could run. Nicki ran so Cardi could fly.
So they could walk.
So, you know, I understand, you know, some of people being alarmed, but I don't understand why this is such a big deal or any different than what we've already been getting. I really don't get it. Like, actually, I do get it, and I'm gonna say this as well. This song is going to be number one. So this is one of the few times a song that's this vulgar is not just solely going to be on the hip hop charts. It's going to be on the pop charts. And I think a lot of people are worried that because this song is so popular, it's going to be very, very, very influential to a section of children that they felt like probably would never know anything about this. But Cardi B is box office. She is a huge pop star. And I think a lot of people are just up in arms because they feel like she's going to influence them to be hoes.
I love it. I hope she does influence more women to be hoes.
Now, hold on, Julius. Chloe is our resident lady on the show. So
does that make her a madam?
I would like for you to let me get through this.
Shut up, Rob.
So I would like it if Chloe would take the floor and tell us her thoughts on it, and go Chloe.
Oh man. First of all, shout out to Cardi and Meg because job well done. Again, like you said, Taurian, aesthetics, amazing. Flow, bars, cadences, amazing. I wasn't even prepared. I saw the acronym and I was like, I already know what this is about to be about, and I'm so excited. It's just ironic to me that during 2020 and all that we've gone through in terms of COVID, racism, women empowerment, there's been so many things where we've been asked for people to rally behind women. And 2 times, well, I should say twice, involving the same artist that I've seen who's kind of been in the forefront, people have taken every opportunity, the public has taken every opportunity to kind of shun this person. Meg Thee Stallion got shot a couple weeks ago, and people made jokes on the internet. The woman showed her resilience. Once again, Black women having to be resilient, came back, spoke her piece, and did her job, right? We see, obviously this video, this song was in the works, but you know, still knows that she's gonna have to do promo and rollouts for this particular piece. Comes back and drops a song with another famous female hip hop artist, and people have something negative to say. Mind you, hip hop has been centered around sex since the beginning of time. Before women even got involved, were even accepted, were even allowed or co-signed. Hip hop, the world has run and revolved around, excuse my vulgarity, pussy since the beginning of time. Politicians pay for it outside of their marriages. They wanted to get Bill Clinton out of the office because of the extraterrestrial pussy he had. Like, they have so much problems with a woman's vagina, even to the point where they're making laws banning us from choosing whether or not we want to have children.
Wait, Bill Clinton
we
had
don't have the right to
extraterrestrial
talk
pussy?
about it. You said what?
Bill Clinton had extraterrestrial pussy?
Well, that's why I call Monica, because any bitch that can have that much power to get a nigga kicked out of office, that's the pussy that's out of this world.
Okay.
She's saying it was out of this world.
Whether they did or didn't have intercourse, right? Either way. The power of the PUSSY has been known for years. It's interesting that men, and white men specifically, can make jokes about balls. You ever been in a room or even an office space where a man talks about, you got some really big balls on you, but I can't say I have a wet ass pussy? I wonder why. What's that expression? Why is that? Why does the vagina, the bearer of life, make you so uncomfortable that you always want to silence a woman? It's interesting to me that no one had a problem with women twerking when we were voiceless in the background. Now that we're dominating the charts and our voice is now overpowering the screen, now it's an issue. I want people to stop looking at celebrities to raise their children. I think we've been having this conversation since the beginning of 2020. Celebrities are not responsible for being your children's idols or role models. As much as they've influenced our lives growing up, times have changed. But at the end of the day, at home is still at home. You as a parent are responsible for the things that you have, that you instill in your children. There are shows and movies based on drug lords, murders, gangs. Does that mean that children are supposed to glorify that? Absolutely not. Not necessarily. Do some, considering their environment? Of course they do. But a song, you're giving a song a lot of power if this can influence your child's entire life for the rest of their life. I think that says something about what you're doing at home and the conversations that you're having with your children. I knew Little Kim's verse of Crush on You when I was 8 years old. Didn't affect how I interacted with men. Didn't affect my schoolwork. Did it affect my confidence? Maybe. Did it let me know it was okay for a woman to be sexual? Absolutely. I think the problem is that they still want to stifle women. They still want to stifle our sexuality, and it intimidates us. Why does my twerking offend you? Why do other women think that twerking is a mating call? I saw somebody tweet that. Twerking is not a mating call. Twerking is actually a dance that originated in New Orleans. It's a call and response from a lot of DJs that actually used to like tell women to work. And if you have ever been in New Orleans, you don't understand their slang. It's just jumbled up slang. And they just start saying twerk, twerk, twerk to dance. If you can't do it, that's unfortunate. Little booties matter. Figure it out.
You can even.
I just think it's unfortunate.
Can I interject?
You can even take it back to Africa, Chloe.
Yeah, I was about to say that twerking originated in Africa, but it was the word twerking was coined.
The word twerk was coined.
It was coined in New Orleans, but women been shaking their asses since before weave was even brought to America, and
absolutely
things like that. And I think, and it's unfortunate, but the reason why it was considered a mating call is because when you see a woman shaking her ass, you kind of go over there.
It arouses men, absolutely, but that's not the main purpose. It's another form of dance and expression. There are tons of dances that could be considered arousing, but that's not the point. The point is that a woman is continuously being censored in this country, and it's crazy that it's being blatantly driven in our faces when we have so many other issues to worry about. Just like you mentioned, Taurian, there's a whole like petition going around about Kylie Jenner. We still have the officers of Breonna Taylor who killed her that still aren't arrested. They still aren't charged for murder. Like, there are so many other things we should be worried about other than a 3-minute song. Like, I just want people to focus and align themselves on what really matters. Like, this is entertainment. These women are doing their job. They go home and they go to sleep at night. Are you going home and talking to your children at night?
I think it's very interesting. Well, first of all, I just want to say that it's 2020. I don't understand why this is such a big deal when I feel like we've heard and seen worse. But also, it's kind of funny how we home in on this one thing when there's, like Chloé said, there's plenty of other things on TV, on these streaming services that are bad for your kids too, but we home in on this one thing, these two women who are just kind of expressing their sexuality, and somehow that's threatening. And my thing is, why aren't we keeping the same energy for other records and other artists? It just seems to be these two. Nobody's talking about Kia, My Neck, My Back. Nobody's talking about Play by David Banner. Nobody's talking about the Whisper Song by Yin Yang Twins. Even more recently, there's plenty of records by male artists where they're talking about how big their dick is, how many women they pulled, this, that, and a third. And I think it's just really, it's all so funny to me, and I mean that in the most sarcastic way possible. It's just everybody that is up in arms, they're being totally hypocritical, and like this is just bizarre world right now. Like, I can't believe we're.
It kind of seems like the men who have the most issues with it seem like men who have their own issues with women as opposed to an actual issue with the song. And a lot of the people I see with this negative energy or feedback towards the song do come off more white male or Caucasian male than anything. I just think people need to stop paying attention what the fuck other people do with their time and money. And I think that's where we've gotten to. It's just people give a fuck too much. Like, yo, it's a good song. If you don't want to hear it, you don't want your kids to hear it, you don't have to. It's on you as a parent. It's on you as a parent to filter what your kids listen to, watch, or whatever. So that's on you. It's not on them. Learn to parent your kids, and you'll have a lot more success in life.
Danny, but it's deeper than that. It's deeper than that because
bad, Rob. When it comes to hip hop, we've been dealing with this shit forever. Like, just in different ways. Like, we saw it happen when Eminem was in and out of court for his content, and because, like, he had people feeling a way about the shit that he was rapping about, granted, and then it just dates back, and now this is just another form of it, and then now, unfortunately, it's black women. Just seeing the amount of white men, like Danny said, that are bothered by this is crazy. And then politicians, like, why are politicians? I see so many politicians talking about this video. It's like ridiculous. And then it goes back to what Chloé said, where it's just like, yo, there's so much other shit to worry about. Like, here's women celebrating their pussy, like celebrating, like sex, and, celebrating just freedom and being critiqued for it. And it just comes off so weird to me. Like, I saw a director today on Twitter list off all the black artists that he's worked with, just to be like, yeah, but this Cardi B and this Megan song isn't art. Like, I know art.
Bozo.
And I'm like, bro,
this is a lot of little dick energy. Like,
bro,
it's a lot of little dick energy. And I wanted to say it feels this way.
Just because you named off all the black artists that you work with doesn't give you the right amount of credit to critique some shit. Like he named all of those people just to be like, yeah, so I know art. Like it's just fucking weird. Like, let them celebrate themselves. Like that's just the bare minimum of it. Like it's a nasty song, and I would fucking love it. We've had it in different ways. Adina Howard, fucking.
Oh my! Yeah.
You know how young I was. Like, I was sitting next to my mom.
We was in kindergarten talking about bop bop.
You know how uncomfortable I was sitting next to my mom singing Adina Howard, but I just had to sit there. You know, she likes the song.
Adina Howard was creepy for you. I remember listening to "Freak Me Baby" and knew all the words and was like, I don't know what they're talking about, but it's lit. It's crazy that like music is always highly critiqued, but no one talks about everything else in your life as a kid that you watch that is completely, you shouldn't be watching. From American Dad to Family Guy to Ren and Stimpy to fuck it, Tom and Jerry. Like we just had a conversation now about the Looney Tunes saying, hey, you know what, Elmer Fudd shouldn't have a gun shooting a rabbit. Maybe that's not a good idea. It's crazy how like everything wants to be censored, and this is this one giant issue. And I love the cultural reference of the video too. I love the movie Babs, and I think that's a part of our culture, and it's a movie that we hold near and dear, and to see it elevated to that moment was really dope. I think the only critique I may have is I think the moment is bigger for Megan than it is for Cardi.
I think it's big for both of them. I don't think it's bigger for one or the other, to be honest.
The reason why I say that is because I feel like Megan is kind of becoming like the Thanos of hip hop with female rappers and just musicians. Like, she's adding artists to her Infinity Gauntlet slowly. Like, she has a Cardi feature now. She's had a Beyonce feature now. Like, she's slowly adding on. I'm pretty sure we can guarantee that she's going to be on Rihanna's album as well. I think, like, I'm just watching the progression of Megan and how she's just going from lane to lane, and everybody wants to work with her.
Everybody fucks with her.
We like Cardi for a person. We get excited to hear Megan rap.
True.
It's very different. Like, the energy,
True.
like, I feel bad that, like, Girls in the Hood didn't get enough breathing room, because the way she flowed on Girls in the Hood was incredible.
I mean, you can really lose with that flow. It's the same. It's the pocket flow, the Eazy-E from back in the day flow. Like, she used the same flow. It was great, but
it was incredible though. Like, what I mean is, like, I'm watching the progression of Megan and how the artists that she's working with. She has music with Pharrell that hasn't came out as well, because we saw her in the studio with Pharrell.
So I wanted to talk about the women that aren't happy, because even though it's being celebrated by a lot of women are alarmed by this video as well. There's a lot of women that feel like this is too much, that is raunchy, that the lyrics are too, just exposing too much, because some women like to have some mystery to it. And CeeLo kind of hinted at it when he was talking about, before there used to be metaphors, there used to be like a hidden message, whereas like Cardi was kind of like direct. And in my opinion, like, Cardi's not, some like God level MC rapper. So I kind of understand why she just went straight for the gusto and she just was direct with it, because she's always been a direct artist. She's kind of already just gone straight to the punch. But there's like a lot of women, like my homegirl that is a dancer at Magic City said it was too much. And I was like, what in the fuck?
Didn't CeeLo catch a sex charge?
Right.
He did.
Your homegirl who's a stripper, I'm pretty sure she danced to Real Sisters at one point.
I'm pretty
You
sure.
should have said, I don't give a fuck if they was Real Sisters.
But I guess, what I'm saying, like, she's entitled to that. And like, for me, I look at this situation for men, the same way how white people should look at Black matters. Like that's a woman situation, and women, y'all need to like commune amongst yourselves. I don't think men should have an opinion on this, but I do think women should have an opinion on this.
It's funny how people pick and choose when they want to slide the moral compass, right? Because at the end of the day, it's a song. It's entertainment. The same way there are shows you don't watch, you don't have to listen to this song. You can swipe left, change. Y'all, people give too much stake and power to these celebrities and the entertainment culture, and it's stupid. It's dumb. You literally have the power of your thumb. Right now, digitally, we have the power to hear what we want, see what we want, communicate with who we want. We literally can filter everything. The women that want to act like, oh my God, this is so raunchy, this is so absurd. Bitch, you get your back blown out too. It's in private, but you still say nasty and disgusting and dirty things. Now, this is the first time that it's not the first time we've had women celebrate sexuality. Why is it men can talk about fucking any and everybody and everything, drugging women on the track? And a woman wants to celebrate her body, celebrate sexuality. Why does sex make people so uncomfortable? Why does my sex offend you? I don't understand.
Because people get uncomfortable.
Because you have a dry ass pussy. You have a dap. Niggas condoms break on you. Only time a condom breaks is if you have a dry ass pussy. I ain't never had one break on me.
Wow.
Or it could be niggas just can't.
That makes a world of sense.
So what about the women with wet ass pussies that just don't want to? They don't want this.
Don't listen to it. You don't gotta talk
That's a lie.
about it.
But it's talking about all over the timeline.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
It's talking about
that's like if you I have never seen on my timeline some girls say, "Look, I don't have the gorilla grip." Every girl is talking about the gorilla grip.
No, what I'm saying is that there's some women who have the gorilla grip and they have wet ass pussies, but they just feel like, yo, like this is too raunchy for me. Like what I do in the bedroom is my private thing, but I don't want to. Because you got to.
They're not talking about you. They talk about themselves.
No, I get it, but like what I'm saying, you say
it's so easy to log off. It's so This is the thing. It's so easy to log off, to ignore, to delete, and remove. I don't like Kodak Black. I avoided mad at his shit for mad long. Until there was one song that I actually liked, and I was like, oh, fuck, I like this song. But cool. But there's artists who I actively avoid. I haven't listened to anything new that some of these little niggas dropped. What was the nigga I really fucking hated? I think it was Kodak Black. I hated that nigga. Oh, 6ix9ine? Every time TikTok comes across with his song, swipe. I don't hear that nigga. I actively avoid his music. It's so easy to filter what you hear and what you don't hear. And believe it or not, you don't have to talk about every topic that comes on the timeline. You know, you can just turn your phone down and go read a fucking book or talk to your kids or masturbate with your dry ass pussy because clearly it needs it.
I feel like people people associate themselves with their own opinions so much that it essentially becomes so one and the same with their ego. And also it's like everybody expresses their sexuality differently, whether it's privately or publicly. So you really have no space, no matter what side of the coin you're on, you really have no space to judge how somebody else wants to talk about what they do in their private life, or if they want to make it, public or whatever the fuck.
That's because we getting all the reactions all at once about this video. So at the end of the day, you get sucked into this wormhole where you completely forget what you was mad about, and I don't even think it has anything to do with the video. I just think it's just people reacting to how people feel about the song. You know what I mean? Like, hey, listen, I'm all for this. Like, yo, I'm here for Lil' Kim. I'm here for who is it? My Neck, My Back chick, Jackie O. Like all these females rappers that have touched on this subject plenty of times. We've been seeing this from the beginning of time. Like, no, like, listen, if men want to be out here and we want to talk about what we want to talk about, women could be out here talking about what they want to talk about.
Can I just say that some people just also want to be contrarians and they don't actually.
So guys, your girlfriend, Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, wet ass pussy all over the internet. How do y'all feel about that?
If I had a girlfriend,
I knew she had the gorilla grip. Like when I saw her.
I want y'all to keep it a buck. Don't be politically correct. I need niggas.
I'm not being politically.
I know y'all in real life.
Who cares?
Okay, it's the end of the
Let
day.
me tell you something.
If I met her on that type of time,
listen.
I can't be mad for her being her all the time. That's what I like about her.
Like
I hate when people try to change people because they want to conform them to what they want. You should set your standards and your love language and your apology languages all from the get-go. If I liked you because you talked about your gorilla grip on Twitter and you were wholesome on Instagram, that's what I like about you. I'm not gonna sit here and misjudge and judge you for what you put on the timeline. At the end of the day, as long as you still coming home to me, I'm coming home to you, what do I care? It's social media. Use it for whatever fuck you want to use it for.
And let me say this.
I've always felt that way about social media.
And let me say this, like when we had Beyonce talking about surfboard and that little dance that she was doing on whatever this shit was in the video, whatever. Listen, whatever. When these female artists be dropping these songs that get women into their bag, yo, when you
That's not what I asked. No one has answered my question yet.
He's right now.
If it's my girl and she loves this song, listen, you better be rapping those bars to me.
I didn't ask if your girl loves this song. I asked if your girl is Cardi or Megan, and they out popping it like how Cardi and Megan is popping it. Are you
Cardi?
That? Are you popping them?
Cardi is a wife and a mother.
Yeah,
I understand that. Okay, if she's your wife, I'm just saying. I'm asking.
Hold on. You asked a question. Cardi is a wife and a mother.
All right.
Her husband is okay with it. Why the fuck does anybody else have a problem?
I might be the only one. I might be the only one.
What I'm just asking is because everyone here, right, is saying like they don't have a problem with it. They don't care. So I'm asking.
Show their pussy?
What I'm asking is,
did they show a pussy? Did they fuck anybody in the video?
Exactly. They didn't fuck nobody. Nobody got.
Okay, Chloé, I hear what you're saying, but what I'm saying is that some of these niggas in this chat, if their girlfriend was on Instagram dressed like this all the time, they wouldn't be cool with that.
I can answer that.
They wouldn't.
If my girl got on the timeline and said she had a wet ass pussy, who am I to debate because it's actually true?
All right, that's fine. But what I'm saying is like, all right, dress. I'm just asking these questions. So if everybody's girlfriend's dressed like how Cardi dressed behind me and did things like this,
but none
of y'all would have an issue with it. None of y'all would.
Everybody's girlfriend is not a rapper. They're not a rapper.
All right, so I'm gonna be the one to actually answer Taurian's question.
Thank you, Danny.
All right. Personally, I think it depends on the relationship I'm in. It depends on the person I'm dating. If this is somebody I know that this is her bread and butter and this is how she gets her money, and I go into the relationship knowing this, then I wouldn't care. It's me getting into. It's a person you're getting into a relationship. You have to know the person you're getting a relationship into. So the person I'm getting into a relationship with, I'm gonna know if this is their character or not. And unfortunately, it's not my choice on how the person I want shows himself. It's going to be frustrating seeing guys' comments and stuff, but at the end of the day, I don't think it's something worth beefing over to the extent if your relationship is real enough. If you have that real enough connect, I think that it really depends on the relationship for a person to make that decision. Because I could be like, nah, fuck that, but let some chick have me pussy whipped. She could do whatever the fuck she wants. You know, like it varies in each situation. You really can't base it off of just one or two relationship experiences. It's gonna change with each person.
Also, if I'm dating someone whose intent is to be a pop star and they make a certain type of music, and this happens to be that certain type of music, I have to plant myself fully in reality and realize that this is what she's doing as her job, and this is how she's making her money. Likewise. My girl has to deal with the fact that I'm a DJ and I'm constantly around women, I guess, from time to time.
Yeah, so, and the way I see it is...
Talk about it, James. No,
so, if I wasn't with her, I'd be a fan double-clicking, so...
Yeah,
nigga,
so
at the end of the day...
I'm not even a rapper. I'm not a rapper. There's plenty of niggas that be in my DMs right now, me as a regular bitch, that know I got some wet-ass pussy, and I don't ask them to comment on shit. I don't say shit. I don't have to. But if I wanted to tweet about it, trust me, half the niggas you know would be in my DMs, in my inbox, like, you, facts, true. It doesn't matter. There's always a nigga that knows your bitch. Listen, everybody mama used to be somebody's hoe. And at the end of the day, there's always going to be somebody that knows your bitch has some wet-ass pussy. It doesn't matter.
Relax.
Y'all gotta let that whole stigma go. There's more profoundly, there's always going to be somebody that wants or that finds the person that you're with attractive. No matter what. Somebody's always going to find me attractive. That's always going to be the case. We're not talking about that. We're talking about women celebrating their sexuality, celebrating their body, and confidence. There's a lack of confidence in this world for women today. And that's the problem, is because we've been letting men lead the charge on what the standard of beauty is for us. And whether these two women, we have a woman who's had surgery, a woman who has a natural body, are both just equally saying, we're the same. We both love ourselves. We're confident. Here it is. What is wrong with a woman being confident about her body, about her sexuality, period? There should be nothing wrong with that, period.
Nothing at all. I just wanted niggas to answer my question. I got runarounds. Danny's the only one that answered.
You didn't get runarounds. They answered you because, but
No
niggas
one
in a
answered.
relationship, they can't answer you. They don't got girls on the timeline talking about that. So what they gonna say?
I've dated strippers. What's bad about that?
Talk about it, Julius.
For me,
are you dating the person that for their how they look or how do you feel about them? And who cares about what other people think about it? Are you secure or not?
Okay.
It's a key difference between big dick and little dick energy.
It's not about big dick energy. I'll give you a perfect example. My girlfriend just posted 2 weeks ago pictures in lingerie, and I reposted it. So it's not about big dick or little dick energy. My point is just asking the question like.
But that is BD energy though, Taurian, because you're confident.
I don't want you talking about
this is my woman.
Hey, yo.
I'm confident.
Hey,
I'm confident. I'm proud of her, and I'm going to repost her. That is being comfortable in your own skin. If we really want to be technical, that's what it is.
All right, Rob. Thank you. Okay, that's cool. Thank you, Rob. Okay, you good. You got it. But all I'm saying is just that a lot of men. I'm not saying you will say, "Oh, I don't care. What's the big deal?" But if their girlfriend was to jump out the window and do these things, they wouldn't like it. They would say, "You ain't Cardi, you ain't Megan."
When you badge her, you badge her off of your cool factor.
Not even that. Like sometimes, all right. But it's not even.
The problem is that a lot of niggas bag women off of their cool factor.
Not even
and
that.
The main scariest part is that if she posts that and she gets on that type of time, there's always going to be a nigga that's cooler than you. Because you didn't meet her on a premise that you wanted to build something with her.
Okay, Rob.
So if she's posting that on Instagram,
she's
posting that on Instagram, then and you're uncomfortable, it's because you're afraid that you won't lose her.
Okay, Rob, and that's fine. But but what about the women that you find that is conservative, but throughout the relationship, she has an epiphany and she wants to get in touch with her sexuality. She does this, like, because that happens as well, right? And some men be like, well, no, you wasn't like this when I met you. But what I'm just saying is just that, like, a lot of men are just saying this because they just know they got to shut up and they can't share their opinions. All I'm saying is just that, like, some men just aren't saying anything and they really aren't comfortable with this.
They shouldn't. Stop getting in women's business. Stop getting in women's business.
Women
Stop getting in women's business
all the time.
And you know what's funny? It's those same guys that are always saying shit like shut up, bro. This is not gonna get you no pussy.
Yeah.
So it's the same exact guy.
I hope she chooses you.
Yeah, right.
I want to hear what LA got to say. LA, let's go.
This song has given hip hop the best message since We Are the World. And let me tell you why.
UNITY, but go on.
No. This beats Unity by far.
It was way better than Unity.
I have never heard a woman talk shit like that.
Ever.
For the bar with she like, listen, I am, in my experience, no, I have a lot of people that watch this. No, I'm gonna save that later. But the level of wanting to perform, like to live the raps, I am going to be the benefit of that? Oh, baby, come. You want me to touch the little your tonsils? Oh, bet. You want to do what? Bet. I'm the benefit of this song? I will never complain. I hope Cardi makes 6 more of these shits. This record, I've never heard such a powerful message since Vote or Die. Or, this shit is great, man. This is why Cardi wanted Bernie in office. This is a political power. This is amazing.
I'll say this.
Niggas in Paris, by the way.
I'll say this.
And outside of like music, outside of like the content, Megan's first verse, her flow on that, bro. The way she approached that, I was like, yeah. That's what I was saying about Rob.
Meg absolutely bodied that cadence.
Took that record and oh my God, bro.
I'll say this.
If never, Meg bodied all these little young niggas out here. That verse coming in, that cadence, we have not heard that.
That was I love that. Now to answer Tori's question.
I'll say
I'm
this.
Sorry.
If outside was open and let's say I dropped this at 1 a.m., none of these dudes would be complaining on the timeline one bit.
Oh, that's a fact.
I keep it a stack. To answer Tori's question, now if my woman was to let the whole universe know that her Ocean can put Ocean Springs out of business, I would not be too happy about that. That is a secret that I would love to only experience by myself in this bedroom here. You see these blue sheets? That's the only time I want to hear that type of talk.
Oh, niggas already know, boo. Her report card is out there. Whether you
here's the thing. Here's the thing now. This is all about the type of woman. So, like, for example, with all due respect to a married woman, we all know Cardi's past. So if Cardi's my woman, you know, it's well known that she is known in the tri-state area, period. Now, Megan's report card, it may not be so loud, or the shorty that loves me because she sees me on First Class Breakfast and she loves my deep.
Cardi's known for being a stripper. She's not known for being a whore. She was in relationships a lot, often, just because she's had sex with women. But she also was a married woman. Niggas
I won't dispute that. Listen. I've been on the show plenty of times, and I've learned my way. Don't dispute the woman.
Hold on. So let's erase the your girl factor, right? Me, y'all know me.
I don't know your report card.
No. As your female friend, and this I'm saying this because I know you've heard things.
No, I haven't. I swear.
I ain't heard shit.
That's what I'm saying.
If you did, I wouldn't care because I know my.
I've heard things.
I've heard things.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Would you look at your female friends differently if they came on the time? Because we're all gonna be singing wet ass pussy. We're all singing it. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but I
can't sing a song.
No, there is a but. No, you can sing the song, Chloe. I don't know. There is a but because in all retrospect, like we all know that water ain't wet, baby. You gotta relax.
Hold on.
Wait, are we talking about Chloe? Because I don't know.
We just have Felix into here. It's a special occasion. Felix, let us know your thoughts on WAP.
WAP? I like WAP. I think it's cool. I think it's easily one of the most vulgar songs I've heard, but maybe that's just like a shock factor. I don't know, but maybe not. No, it's not the most. It's the most vulgar pop song I've heard. Maybe it's definitely up there with the most vulgar pop songs.
I think Cardi's second verse is up there as one of the most vulgar verses I've ever heard.
Yeah, it's up there. And I don't. That's not to take away from the song because I feel like that message is being confused with them not doing it. I don't mind them doing it. I'm just being observant and being like, this is vulgar. It's okay that you're doing it, but can we just acknowledge that it is vulgar?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not as vulgar, but I think the record would have took off if she wasn't pregnant at the time. The record. No. What I'm saying is she did a record with YG called Ass, but she was pregnant. So, that record was in the same cadence. So it's not like if you follow Cardi, it's not wild, bro. Like
it's a wild song,
bro.
The lyrics. I ain't gonna hold you. The lyrics are crazy.
I forget the order. I know she says I want to spit. I want to gas.
And these are all the things that we want, bro. Like
no.
It's crazy though, cause she talks all that shit, and I don't even know a single woman that be on that level.
That's also true. That's also true.
You're being toxic, Eli. You're being
toxic. That's unfortunate for you, bro.
I'm really sorry that women don't listen to you like that.
I'm not saying I've never experienced it. It's just that
you just said that.
No.
You just said that.
Cardi is talking Michael Jordan sex level of
ball. Like top tier.
Like, you know what I'm saying? That is
make you stand bully. Are you getting
Hold on.
Cardi talking.
As a woman, we don't give every one of you bum niggas our Michael Jordan sex because you're not even deserving all of that. You think your little dusty you up text warrant you to get the best of my pussy. Nigga, are you dumb?
And that's why
here. Are you
don't
crazy?
get Uber.
Get the fuck out of here. Sorry.
That's why you get the $275 Metro Card Fun Pass after.
What? So like I'm saying, so in the enthusiasm that women want to strive, like this is what Be Like Mike was for us as kids when we watched them damn commercials and we got them Jordans because we thought we was gonna be Michael Jordan, right?
Take. That's a wild ass take.
So this,
no, it's not. Like Mike.
So this is when the fancy order comes in.
This is like Mike for women.
No, that's a
fact. This is when the fancy order comes through. Okay, I got
Hold on, understand. This level of sexuality, and I want to make this very clear. There are points in a woman's life, and now being 31, I can understand this. There's a point in your life where you become sexually free, and it only happens with certain partners, right? You don't give yourself and your body to everybody, but once you as a woman become that physically connected, that mentally connected, and spiritually connected with somebody, you do reach a point of sexual freedom and promiscuity that you want to have these type of experiences with. This is not for every Tom, Dick, and Harry that just wants to date us or likes us or finds us attractive. No. You only open up like this with a person that you're either dating or in love with or seriously connect with on a physical, sexual level. So
Chloe was like the other day on the timeline, make sure you keep eye contact the whole time. I love eye contact. Bro, that shit went viral. I seen no.
Can I just respond?
I love the woman empowerment. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I said don't break eye contact. I like that shit.
That's what I'm saying. And every woman was cheering it like every woman was cheering it on like, yes, girl, yes. And I saw a couple of them.
Like when we're in that mode.
And I am in support of it. We need more women like Chloe putting that words of affirmation. This song is words of affirmation. Embrace it. This is
Let Felix go. Felix has something to say.
I'm totally with embracing this type of music. But the same stride that let's put aside that I don't think women should not make this type of music. Let's put aside, I don't think that women should not be sexually free. Let's put aside that all the contents of this music is not a bad thing, right? It's not a horrible thing. Let's put all that to the side. The same effects that people had for the male side of this is the same effects that's gonna happen for the female sides of this. So for someone who's 31, okay, they can relate to this song and see that there's a special side to this. But there's definitely 15-year-old girls who see this and be like, when I have sex, this is what I should be giving, right?
Yeah.
So this is
what basketball. You want to be like Mike, right?
But this
hold on, because I want to go back to that. So when I was 8 years old, like I mentioned, I listened to How Many Licks. I listened to Little Kim. I had Little Kim's La Bella Mafia album. I listened to Crush on You. I had no fucking idea what the fuck she was really talking about. Now, I was not even young, right? There are the girls that are teenagers, 14, 15-year-olds that are having sex, of course. And that's going to happen to the end of time. That's been happening since the beginning of time.
Of course.
At the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, this is music.
Yeah.
Music is temporary. It's a moment, right? Now, I'm not disagreeing with you. I think what grounded me and kept me still sane was at the end of the day, I had a mother in my house at night who spoke to me. We had dinner together. We talked. She had conversations. I made the conscious choice as a teenager to not have sex until I was 18.
Yeah.
Because of the morals and the values that my mother had instilled in me, and because of the emotional maturity that I knew came along with sex that I knew I wasn't prepared for. Again, it comes back to the household and parenting, right? I can't tell you how to be a parent. I know that there were plenty of outside influences that happened to me. I dated drug dealers at 17. I didn't have sex with them. Yeah. I dated niggas on the block. I dated different. It comes down to who your kid are in their cool.
This song is more of a tutorial. There's like a
is
step.
It? But
there's like a step by step.
So was How Many Licks? That bitch.
Nah, she was just
so
that was work. That was like wordplay. That was like wordplay.
no.
Like I have this guy over here, that guy over there. She's talking about actual thing like
Trina
this.
Trina said I can do a split while the dick's still inside. I figured that shit out when I was 20. Like
I know.
Hip hop has been, and misogynistic hip hop has been talking about fucking bitches for years. I don't want to hear that shit.
I want to acknowledge that this is the peak.
I don't think it's the peak. I don't think so. This
You think there's
This is the Golden State Warriors.
This is
of fucking raunchy music. Yes, it is.
73-9, baby.
Tell me something that's more raunchy than this fucking song right here.
But I think y'all are giving it too much power, and at the end of the day, it goes back to the parents.
Look at
it takes so much off of people not talking to their kids, bro.
It comes with good and bad, though.
No,
it deserves the peak.
I'll say that this song that they earned this. What I'm saying is that they wanted this to be like everything that they wanted this song and video to be. It is. And I'm not saying it in a negative way. I'm saying that they like Cardi wanted to make sure that they talked about this song as much as possible. I know for a fact that she really didn't give a fuck to have Kylie Jenner in that video, but she knows that Kylie Jenner has enough of her fucking minions and fans that find out that she does anything that they're gonna click and gonna listen to it or watch
no,
it.
That's actually her friend though. Like that's actually her friend.
That's her friend, but she still. Cardi got mad friends. This is mad women that Cardi could have asked to be in the video, but she got Kylie because she knows
a bad bitch.
Power.
Doesn't Kylie have like the most followers on Instagram or some shit?
Yeah, Kim tweeted it out too. So the marketing aspect of that, you can see how Kylie. But here's what I will say. Last weekend was my godson's birthday party. So we chilling, good time, blah, blah, blah. That song came on, bro, my parental switch jumped. Like, yo, turn that off. And that is our job as adults. You know what I'm saying? To monitor. It's called parental advisory. Advisory for the parent. Not like, like, so if you don't want your kids to hear it, their streaming service, block the record. You can do that. You know what I'm saying? Anything that's related to Cardi, block it, mute it, do whatever. It's our jobs to make, if you feel like, you don't want your kids to be influenced by such, understandable. I do not want my goddaughter enjoying that type of music. I don't want her to ask me, what does that mean?
But the thing is, the reality is she might hear it at school. She might
but as long as I'm around, I'm going to try to protect that.
Absolutely. And at the same time, if she does come to you and talk and ask you a question about it, you have to be prepared to have these conversations with your kids. Like, we got to stop treating kids like they're not going to be growing up to be adults one day. Like, my mother talked to me about sex. She talked to me about things. Like, I was very fully well-versed and aware. Like, people are so scared. Like, oh, my God, we're talking to kids about sex. Yeah, they should know. They shouldn't think that a stork brings a child. They should know that intercourse brings a child. Now, what age you introduce them to that, that's a whole different story. But at the same time, we got to stop teeter-tottering around kids. They learn way too much, and they know way more than y'all think that they do. And what y'all try to hide and shield from them, they learn about it anyway. So you might as well just have the fucking conversation.
I think the age, though, that plays a factor.
Well, not at 2 or 3, but I'm saying at 10 and 11, 12, they start getting curious. They start asking questions. They start having feelings. They start going through adolescence. Like, they start having motions and feelings and triggers. Little boys be playing with their dicks from 3 years old. They'll be fucking around, walking around the house, just jingling a little thing.
We do.
Because it's just there.
Okay.
Yo, Regg, one line king.
It's facts. It's true.
All right, everybody. I want to thank you guys for watching. I want to thank our guest, Cleverly Chloé, and I want to thank LaShawn. I'm Taurian B.
I'm First Class Regg.
And we will catch you guys next week. Thank you.
Celebrate wet pussies.
Wow.